Greetings from Spark. I am Barnabas Tiburcius. I am the mentor of this initiative. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Living Spark. Hi. In today's video podcast, I take up a couple of points that have been raised by my friend, Mr. Ramanarayanan, in a feedback on one of my YouTube videos. He raised a few points relevant to the existence of the human being as an energy field, both electric and magnetic. Today, as I'm involved in consciousness studies, we find more and more acceptance that we are basically a byproduct of consciousness. All physicality is ultimately a derivative from a consciousness field. This is at the deepest level. But at the operating level, we have both electric and magnetic fields. Let us take two of the main organs in our body. One, the brain, the other, the heart. Basically, we all know that the brain activity is basically electrochemical, and all neuronal activities take place through an electric potential. As a result, we produce a magnetic field from our brain. This is what is used in measurement of electroencephalogram. Similarly, the heart, which is a working muscle, also produces a magnetic field. This magnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times stronger than the brain field. We normally seem to give very little importance to this fact. I am a member of the HeartMath Institute in the US and get a lot of feedback on research that is going on. What we find is that the heart-centered prayer, the heart-centered affection, relationship is the most powerful tool for our existence, for an empowered life. This is very important for both our physical well-being as well as our spiritual well-being. The heart field is typically of the shape of a toroid. I have given you an image through which you can understand how the two fields interact when two people are nearby. All our relationships, especially in deep love and affection and empowerment, ensure that there is a resonance between the two fields. And in resonance, we get maximum amplification. It is also important to note that the heart field is the primary prerequisite for any teacher. In Vedanta, when a guru teaches the Sishyas in a Gurukulam, his heart field is supposed to extend 27 feet. If it is not so, he will not take the class. Another point which I want to share with you regarding our innermost working of the human body is that we are composed of 37 trillion cells, 37 followed by 12 zeros. Each cell is a hive of energy activity through the mitochondrial DNA. The intracellular communication primarily takes place through a low energy ultraviolet light. This has been a recent finding in the last 10 years as to why this is a very important factor, because any blockage of this communication results in mutation of the cell as well as it leads to cancer. Mr. Ramanarayanan also raised a very valid point regarding the role of the pineal gland, especially with respect to use of hallucinating drugs. Also, drugs which are used by spiritual masters to heighten their consciousness. It is true that it has an effect, but what is more important is not the usage of drugs, but how to activate your pineal gland. The pineal gland is situated between the two hemispheres of the brain, and usually it is quite large when you are a child, but reduces and shrinks as we grow older. This is why in spiritual tradition, children are equated to the kingdom of God, because your perception at that level or deeper insights are much higher, and we seem to give little value for that. The pineal gland, according to theosophy, was at the back of the head, and it had both physical as well as spiritual perception. These are some of the facts about the pineal gland. The pineal gland is the shape of a pine cone and weighs only around 0.1 gram. In ancient spiritual traditions, we also had the third eye, as in the iconic representation of Lord Shiva. The third eye is a very powerful portal of communication, of Shakti. This is why he is also known as Trayambakeshwara. In Egyptian tradition, Horus is represented by the third eye, and exactly the profile is similar to the location of the pineal gland in the brain. I have attached an image for your reference. I hope I have been able to give you some useful information for a deeper spiritual insight into our lives, and thank you for watching and listening.